sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I like tacos.
Mañana, viernes, sábado y domingo estaré atendiendo.
De la que me hablas, 728 es la de el güey.
Let me tell you one thing. All people, no matter who they are, they all wish they'd appreciated life more. It's what you do in life that's important, not how much time you have or what you wish you'd done.
Gina so sound so titty up this mouth check say. Party up moods 90 fellas set round on Tuesday. Real bad dizzy snatch making all the homies mad Thursday. Popo blind to the poly in the hole by Friday. When the fuck did Monday go? I'm cold to this pig and puck show. I'm sitting in the chestnut tree. Who the fuck's gonna mess with me? Oh, sweet Gina. Oh, sweet. Where the fuck did Monday go? I'm going to this big and pop show. Where the fuck did Monday go? Julieta China, Judas Lee with the red run. You be loving it so fit so. With us the watcher gobbles. Spatcho anthem, rush up. Split a dead from his ding ding. Viddy viddy at the China. Where the fuck did Monday go? Where the fuck did Monday go? Where the fuck did Monday go?
Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Black Shirt Mixtape live on Electromagnetic Radio. My name is Jesse, and I'll be your host on this sonic journey for the next 2 hours or so. And it's very special because tonight is all Bowie. That's right. We are going to be playing nothing but tracks by David Bowie. Going to play the hits, most of the hits. I'm going to play some live stuff, some remixes, some reimagined tracks, some covers, some collaborations. This was a really fun show to put together. So if you are a fan of Black Shirt Mixtape, you'll know from time to time I'll do themed shows where I focus on a band. And this is a long time coming. I always knew that David Bowie was a huge influence on really many aspects of my life, but really it wasn't until I sat down and really put this playlist together that it really finally dawned on me that, like, man, this guy was really truly not of this planet, not of this earth, and was just such a massive influence on so many of the bands that I listened to and just kind of the way that I personally approach things. So it was neat to kind of take a stroll through the catalog. So you're not going to hear. We're not going to hear Space Oddity. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing Changes. I'm not playing Ziggy Stardust. I'm going to play. Obviously, you can't gloss over his hit songs, but I'm going to try and focus on some other tracks that I like that are probably known, but just didn't receive as much airplay as the other ones that most people are accustomed to and that they know. So that track was Girl Loves Me off the final album that David Bowie released called Black Star. And he released that record on his 69th birthday and then passed away 2 days later on January 10th, 2016. So that was if you go and listen to the record, David Bowie was really ill during the recording of that album. And you can hear thematically, just him grappling with mortality, with his life, his legacy. And quite frankly, I think this is his best work, probably since, I don't know, maybe Let's Dance. I know there's some middling years there. I don't think anybody would disagree. He always was one to follow his muse, but he teamed with his longtime producer, Tony Visconti, for Black Star, recorded in New York, and got a really talented group of jazz musicians together, avant-garde jazz, and just put together a beautiful record. And that's one of my favorite songs on the album. And I felt like that was a really great way to open up the show. Okay. So as I go through all the songs, I'll do my very best to give some insight, into the recording, kind of, what scraps of information I managed to put together. Okay, so let's play some live stuff. So Bowie there's a great album called Bowie at the Beeb, which the Beeb is slang, is a nickname for the BBC, right? So it's got stuff that he recorded for various shows on BBC Radio. I believe it was like 1968 through 1972. And some of my favorite tracks on this album are recorded from the John Peel Show, which John Peel was a legendary radio personality on the BBC who gave airtime to pretty much all of everyone's favorite 70s and 80s, mostly 80s, in indie and post-punk and goth, and really just everybody. He's just massively influential. If you made it on the John Peel sessions, you really made it. And David did a session and played one of my favorite. And here's the deal: the recorded versions, the original versions of the songs, are so hard to beat, right? Like, I struggled a lot with that. Do I play the live version of this song? Do I play the recorded version of this song? Because I just, so good. However, having said that, Moonage Daydream on the John Peel Show is absolutely killer. I hope that you guys will agree. This is a very special edition of Black Shirt Mixtape on Electromagnetic Radio. We're playing all Bowie. This is Moonage Daydream. Enjoy.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama, papa calling for you. I'm the space invader. I'll be your rock and rollin' bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. You're squawking like a big monkey bird. And I'm busting up my brains for the word. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your grass here. There's only room for one. Here she comes. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford the ticket. Back from Suffragette City. But don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to check it. You know the Suffragette City is out of sight. It's alright. I'll hit me. When you're a boy.
Wake up your sleepy head. Put on some clothes, shake up your bed. Put another log on the fire for me. I made some breakfast and coffee. Look out my window, what do I see? A crack in the sky and a hand reaching down to me. All the nightmares came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. What are we coming to? No room for me, no fun for you. I think about a world to come where the books were found by the golden ones, written in pain, written in all by a puzzle man who questioned what we were here for. All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your promise and drivers insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your promise and drivers insane? Let me make it plain, gotta make way for the whole superior. Look out at your children, see their faces in golden rays. Don't kid yourself, they belong to you. They're the start of the coming race. The earth is a bitch, we finished our news. Homo sapiens have outgrown their use. All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your promise and drivers insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your promise and drivers insane? Let me make it plain, gotta make way for the Homo superior.
Now that's one of my all-time favorite David Bowie tracks. Whoops, sorry, I didn't fit out there in time. Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit there. So we listened to a pair of tracks off of The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and The Spartans from Mars. We had Moonage Daydream live from the John Peel show. And then we had Suffragette City. I watched this really... It was a terrible movie. It was called Stardust. It came out in 2020. There really aren't very many great Bowie. I need a Bowie biopic, like one that his estate signs off on, because they didn't sign off on this movie called Stardust, and the guy that played Bowie wasn't bad, but they didn't sign off on it. So guess what that means? There was no music in it. Womp womp. So I mean, how are you gonna tell a David Bowie story, any part of his life, any part of his career, without any of his music? But the movie focused on the time period around when he released The Man Who Sold the World, and he went to L.A. I don't know how much of this is true, but basically he was about to be dropped by his record company. His manager somehow managed to get him a tour, quote unquote tour in the U.S. He arrives in L.A. to like one radio dude, like one A&R guy, and unfortunately, because he doesn't have a work visa, he can't sing. So he has to go and do like interviews and play cover songs and whatnot. But there was a pivotal point in the movie that he goes to see, he's in New York and he goes to see the Velvet Underground. And that kind of sparks this creative fire in him, because at the beginning of this movie Stardust, his manager is asking him, like, who are you? Like, what kind of artist do you want to be? And I'll continue here in a second. So Suffragette City, and then we heard Boys Keep Swinging, right, from the album Lodger, which was the third in the Berlin trilogy. So basically, Bowie went to dry out in France and Berlin after Station to Station. He was just a debilitating cocaine habit. So he bailed on the U.S. with Iggy Pop, and he went in the studio with Brian Eno, and they recorded Low, Heroes, and Lodger. And Lodger was the third and final in that series. And Boys Keep Swinging. I just love that track. I love how it sagged into it out of Suffragette City. And then Oh You Pretty Things off of Hunky Dory. So back to my point about this movie Stardust, right, that focused on Bowie going to the U.S., discovering punk, and then coming back. And you can start to hear a little bit of a change, right? In Hunky Dory, you can hear a change in his voice. And then all of a sudden you get into like Suffragette City off of Ziggy Marley. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And it's so interesting how he had to create this other persona, right, to really get this sense of confidence in his songwriting ability, even though he'd put out his self-titled record. He had success with Space Oddity. The Man Who Sold the World had The Man Who Sold the World on it. Like, what an amazing track. But he was still, people really couldn't get into him. They couldn't gravitate towards him. So he kind of reinvented himself, and the rest is history. So I found that film fascinating. If you want to see a great documentary about Bowie, check out Moonage Daydream by Brett Morgan. That actually is a documentary style, but I'm definitely hoping that we get a Bowie, we get his estate to sign off on something soon. Okay. This is actually a very interesting little run that we're going to do here. So as I was doing my prep for the show and listening to a lot of David Bowie, I came across this this box set that was released called Loving the Alien, and it was tracks from the years 1983 to 1988. And that encompasses David Bowie's 1987 album, Never Let Me Down. Now, what I didn't know is that he hated that record, or he didn't hate it. It was very much a product of its time in terms of production. Big gated drums, lots of synths, synth horns, all that stuff. That was 1987, 88. That was the style. And I really feel like that album of his, that's the one album that the times kind of informed him to make, as opposed to every other album that he's made has mostly been driven by his creativity. I felt like that album, Never Let Me Down, was a response to the times. Anyway, back in 2018, that album got remastered. Not only remastered, but completely redone. And it sounds a heck of a lot different. Some of the tracks I like, and some of them I don't. I feel like it stripped it from its even though Bowie wasn't super thrilled with it, it still is, part of his discography. So I'm going to play you the new version, the 2018 version of Time Will Crawl, and then I'm going to play two tracks in their original form that were released on Never Let Me Down. You're listening to Black Shirt Mixtape live on Electromagnetic Radio. Enjoy.
I've never sailed on the sea. I would not challenge a giant. I could not take on the church till the 21st century looks. I know a government man. He was as blind as the moon, and he saw the sun in the night. He took a Top Gun pilot and he made him fly through a hole till it grew real old, and it never came down. He just flew till he burst, till our mouths run dry, till our feet grow strong, till our tails fall out, till Nothing seems to make it. Go and find us some money, honey. Try to pay her rent. That's the kind of protection for everyone is shouting about. Hey, hey. Day in, day out, day out. Stay in, day out, fade out.
So you see what I mean about the bombastic production? Like, you know, I think, I don't know, in the moment he loved it. And then, you know, reflecting back in later years, he was like, not my best work. So you can see the difference with Time Will Crawl, right? How it was completely redone. I'm not sure if I like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too close to the original. I saw Bowie on tour for that album, the Glass Spider tour, and I was maybe 13 or so, and it was crazy. I mean, it was his biggest tour. And I was just blown away. I mean, I had heard of David Bowie, obviously. I grew up in a pretty musical household. But, you know, I went with my cousin and I think my jaw was on the floor the whole time. It was crazy. Okay, so let's play one of my favorite songs off of Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. So now we are approaching 1980, right? And this is the album right before his, I don't want to say like career resurrection, but it kind of was, right? With Let's Dance. He got together with Nile Rodgers. They put together a super awesome funk record. I mean, Bowie had dabbled in funk and soul, you know, before with Young Americans, Station to Station, you know, the Thin White Duke persona that he adopted after, you know, he shed Ziggy. And then he had his Pinups and Diamond Dogs album, which was like some kind of like Ziggy hangover. And then, you know, he got real deep into his cocaine phase and was the Thin White Duke, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, I don't mean it like I think it's cool that he was doing drugs. I think it was cool, like his touring outfits and, you know, kind of how he carried himself. Very interesting period of his career. So, rolling out of that, we got Scary Monsters and Super Creeps and one of my favorite songs called Ashes to Ashes. Enjoy.
It's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've left all of needed love, saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is given, just pictures of jab girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because glad it is glowing. Ashes to ash and funk to fuck it. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low.
to the song they're playing on the radio. While color lights up your face. Sway through the crowd to an empty space. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms, tremble like a flower. Fear the grace should fall. For fear tonight is all. You could look into my eyes. Under the moonlight, this serious moonlight. And if you say run, I'll run with you. And if you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues to the song we're playing. Under the moonlight, the serious moonlight.
They always let you down when you need them. Oh, blue jean, this heaven really sweeter than blue jean. She got a police bike. She got turned up nose. Sometimes I feel like dancing for blue jean. Blue jean can set me. Somebody set me. One day I'm gonna write a poem in a letter. One day I'm gonna get the faculty together. Remember, like everybody has to wait in line. Oh, blue jean, look out, world, I've got mine. She got ladder boots. She got everything. Sometimes I feel like dressing for blue jean. Blue jean can take me. Somebody set me. Sometimes I feel like dancing for blue jean. Blue jean can set me. Somebody set me. Somebody set me.
So, if you're new to the show, if you're new to listening to Black Shirt Mixtape, this show, and I hear I might have some new listeners tonight, some past colleagues and such. I run this kind of like a mixtape, hence the name, right? So sometimes I talk a lot, and sometimes I don't talk much. This show, I haven't been talking too much because I've just been really digging on the playlist. I just love it. I love Bowie. I just love Bowie. Okay, so we listened to 3 songs there, which were basically back-to-back-to-back albums. So Ashes to Ashes off of Scary Monsters and Super Creeps from 1980. And then the follow-up to that was Let's Dance from 1983, which was his kind of, as I mentioned, his like resurrection, if you will, introduced him to a new audience. MTV, thank you very much. Propelled him to massive world stardom. He toured the world on the Serious Moonlight tour and cobbled together an album called Tonight, which was, we played that track, Blue Jean. I was actually, so doing all my research, there's this neat new feature now on Apple Music that if you are a geek like me and you're into like the production side of things, when you click on a track, there are 3 dots to the right of the star, like if you want to make the song a favorite. And if you click on the 3 dots, the first option is view credits, and it'll tell you who is performing, all the musicians, who wrote it, who produced it, all that good stuff. I always was under the assumption that like specifically for like Let's Dance, the album that was produced by Nile Rodgers of Chic fame, I was always under the assumption that was his drummer Tony Thompson. It's the drum fills are very similar to Tony Thompson, and Tony Thompson left Chic and then went on to find some fame with the Duran Duran offshoot band Power Station. Anyway, I was wrong. It's my second favorite drummer in the world, Omar Hakim, who actually played on that record and also played on Tonight. See, these are the things that you learn when you are a nerd like me and you want to know these things. And you're preparing for a show that you feel ill-prepared for. Because what can you say about... There's so much to say about Bowie. The genius of the arc of his career. I don't feel like I could really do it any justice. So let's just get back to the music. So I'm going to go back to the Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and play this probably is my favorite song on the record. You're listening to Black Shirt Mixtape live on Electromagnetic Radio. All Bowie, all night. Enjoy.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, like a story said. Then the loud sound, it seemed to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of fate. That wasn't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. To phone someone, so I clicked on you. Hey, that's far out, so you heard him too. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in fights. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all face. A funky little boat race. Television man is crazy, saying we're juvenile delinquent wrecks. Man, I need a TV when I've got T-Rex. Hey brother, you gassed. How to do? All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the news. All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the news. Now Lucy's looking sweet, Bowie dresses like a queen. He can kick like a mule, it's a real mean team. He can love, he can love. And my brother's back at home with his Beatles and his Stones. We never got it up on that revolution stuff. What a drag, too many snacks. Well, I drunk a lot of wine and I'm feeling fine. Gonna race some back to bed. Is it concrete all around or is it in my head? Oh brother, you gassed. Mama dude. All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the news. All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the news. All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the news. All the young dudes carry the news. Boogaloo dudes carry the They pulled in just behind the bridge. He lays her down. He frowns. Gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed her then and there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She wants a young American. She wants the young American all night. She wants the young American. Standing right through the picture window, she finds a slinky vagabond. He calls as he passes, avoiding my sting. Heaven forbid she'd take anything but the freak and his title for nothing. This is a step and cuts his hand, showing nothing. It slips like the songs he cries. Where have all Papa's heroes gone? All night. She wants a young American. Young American. Young American. She wants the young American. All night. Well, she wants the young American. All the way from Washington. Her breadwinner begs off the bathroom floor. We live for just these 20 years. Do we have to die for the 50 more? Hell, President Nixon. Do you remember the bills you have to pay, or even yesterday? Have you been on America? Just you and your idle simple set so loud. Leather everywhere, and not a miss left from the ghetto. Well, would you carry your pizza? Just in case of depression. Sit on your hands on the bus of survivors, blushing at all the Afro sealers. Ain't that close to love? Well, ain't that close to love? Well, it ain't that far to door. Heart's been broken just like you have. All night, what the young American. Young American. All right. You want the young American. You ain't a purple, you ain't a horse. A bird's got a canyon, a lady got a Chrysler. Black's got the stack, white's got a soul train. Mama's got cramps, and look at your hands shake. I heard the news today, oh boy. I got a sweet hand, and you got the feel. Is there a man who can say no more? Is there a woman I can suck on the jaw? Is there a child I can hope without judging? Is there a pen that will write before they die? Ain't you proud that you stuck our faces? Ain't there one damn song that can make me break down and cry? I want the young American. The young American. I want the young American. Young American. I work with you, one. I work with you, one. You want what I want you. You want I want you, one. I want you. And all I want is the young American.
Man, I love that song so much. Man, he went to Philly, recorded, did some Philly soul, and built an album around it. It's absolutely phenomenal. Once again, reinventing his sound, right? Did you know that he was the first Caucasian artist to appear on Soul Train playing this song? That's true. And also a young Luther Vandross was one of the backup singers on that. Okay, so we kicked it off with Starman, kicked off this run with Starman, and then we played a track called All the Young Dudes that Bowie wrote and gave away to Mott the Hoople. Stupid name, even worse than Foo Fighters, and you know how much I love Foo Fighters. That's a great version of it. In my opinion, the definitive version is by World Party off of the Clueless soundtrack. Yes, you heard that correctly. So I wanted to include that one just because I felt like that really encapsulated just how talented he was, that he just kind of wrote that song, tossed it off to somebody, and it became a hit for another artist. Okay, we are cruising through this show, and I'm, as per usual, having to redo the track list because I'm running out of time. So I said earlier that I made an incorrect statement. I said that Black Star was his best album since Let's Dance. And I very stupidly forgot this really cool record he did called Earthling in the 90s. He reunited with Brian Eno, producer Brian Eno, who worked with him on the Berlin trilogy. Brian Eno also, he started out in Roxy Music and then did a bunch of solo stuff, ambient soundscapes. And then, found another, career as a producer for U2, Unforgettable Fire, Joshua Tree, all that good stuff. And they put together this really cool record called Earthling. And I'm going to play 2 tracks off of it. The first one I'm going to play is actually a remix. It's a track called I'm Afraid of Americans, and this is the 9 Inch Nails version of it. And every time I hear it, I always think one thing and one thing only. Man, I wish Trent Reznor would have done a whole album with Bowie. How great would that have been? You know, Bowie was very famously did not work with a lot of other artists, popular artists, but Trent came in, remixed it, did the video as well. It's creepy as hell. It's basically Reznor chasing Bowie through the streets of New York City, or so he thinks he's being chased. Anyway, let's play I'm Afraid of Americans, 9 Inch Nails version 1 mix. You're listening to Black Shirt Mixtape live on the Electromagnetic Radio. Enjoy.
Johnny's in America, no tags at the wheel. No one needs anyone, they don't even just pretend. Johnny's in America. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. Johnny's in America. Johnny wants a brain. Johnny wants to suck on the coke. Johnny wants a woman. Johnny wants to think of a joke. Johnny's in America. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. Johnny's in America. Johnny looks up at the stars. Johnny combs his hair and Johnny wants to see in cars. Johnny's in America. Johnny's in America. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. Yeah, I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. Americans. God is an American. 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 Stinky weather, fat, shaking hands, dopey morning, dog grumpy nose. Little wonder then, little wonder, you little wonder you. Big screen dolls, fits and explosions, sleepy time, that's barbecue. Little wonder then, little wonder, you little wonder you. Intergalactic, seeming to be you. It's all in the tablets, sneezy return. Little wonder then, little wonder, you little wonder you. Mars happy nation, sit on my car.
take it by your side. Oversaturation curls the skin and tans the hide. I'll take it by your side. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick 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 tock tick. I'm unclean at liberty, and every time you venture spleen, I seem to lose the power of speech. You're slipping slowly from my reach. You've grown me like an evergreen. You've never seen the lonely me at all. I
That is.
That was a David Bowie song.
That's right. That was a David Bowie song, as if he had to let anybody know. But I mean, what a genius move on Kurt Cobain's part to come into, so the story goes, Kurt was in bad shape during this time. And anyway, they agreed to do MTV Unplugged, which was a coup, right? And the producers did not know what they were going to play. They didn't share with them. They're thinking they're going to get all their hits, and they play covers. They invite the Meat Puppets up on stage and play some of their songs. And they stayed away from all their hits, really. I mean, except for In Bloom or, Anyway, I wore that album out after Kurt died. I'm sure everybody did. But that's one of my favorite Bowie covers. There's some cool ones out there. I've played some on the show before, but that's one of my favorites. So let's go. Let's back up a little bit and kind of walk through what we played. So I'm Afraid of Americans, a 9 Inch Nails remix off of Earthling, as well as Little Wonder, which was like his stab at Jungle. I think he did a pretty good job, also off of Earthling. And then we played Rebel Rebel off of the Diamond Dogs album, right? So at that point, he had shed Ziggy and was starting. He was in this in between phase before the Thin White Duke showed up. That was kind of Diamond Dogs. And then after that, we played a track by Placebo that David sang on called Without You, I'm Nothing. As I mentioned earlier in the show, he was very picky about who he worked with. He did stuff with, he did a track with Arcade Fire. But this is one of my favorite. I mean, David, Mick Jagger, obviously, Tina Turner, but in terms of new artists, he was very picky about really what he lent his voice to. That track, Without You, I'm Nothing, was off the album by the same name, was already great. And then when Placebo released their kind of greatest hits album called A Place for Us to Dream, which if you don't have it, I highly recommend it. Or if you've never really gotten into Placebo, I highly recommend you check them out, especially an album called Black Market Music. That's my favorite. But they got David Bowie to duet. They re-recorded, they recut the vocals. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing track. Okay, so we are kind of coming up, towards the end of the show. I've got a couple tracks left to play. And I think I'll probably, let's just go ahead and play them. I won't close out the show just yet. Let's see what we can get through. So I mentioned that there's a great documentary called Moonage Daydream by Brett Morgan, a director named Brett Morgan. It's really beautiful. It's got a lot of interviews with Bowie, and a lot of the soundtrack is equally as great. They reworked a lot of tracks, did new edits, and they redid Life on Mars, which I really love this version. It's heavy on the strings, so check it out.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing more, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. He's in the best-selling show. It's alive on Mars. She'll come, she'll go, she'll lay beneath on you, skin sweet with musky oil, the lady from another grinning soul. Cologne she'll wear, silver and America. sound and vision.
And I will sing,
Waiting for the gift of sound and vision.
drifting into my solitude. Over my head,
Don't you wonder sometimes about sound and vision?
Well, we have unfortunately come to the end of the show. We're going to be winding down. I got one more track to play, but that little run there, we listened to Life on Mars, the Moonage Daydream edit, and then a track called Lady Grinning Soul off of Aladdin Sane. I love that record. I love the piano on it, and then I loved how it flowed from Life on Mars. And then obviously that was Sound and Vision off of Low, right? Part of the Berlin trilogy. I believe that was the first album that came out that Bowie worked on. Well, thank you as always for joining me on this this journey. You know, it's I don't take it for granted. You know, the people that listen to the show, I'm very grateful. If you missed this episode or you want to listen to other episodes of any DJ in the Electromagnetic family, you can hop on over to our website em-radio.com. Look for the Mixcloud link. And you can find all of the shows archived there for the most part. And then on my socials tomorrow, you can this show will be uploaded if you want to jam out on it again or listen to any of my other 74 shows. That's right. This is number 75. Can't believe it. But as always, thank you for listening, and thank you for taking this little journey with me, remembering the late, great David Bowie, artist, alien, Starman, an all-around genius. Just a one of a kind. What an icon. And remember, take care of each other because it's free. I'm going to close out with a track off of Black Star called Lazarus. It's very fitting if you listen to it. Very, very eerie and prophetic. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in 2 weeks.
Scars that can't be seen. I've got drama, can't be stolen. Everybody knows me now. my cell phone down below. Ain't that just like me? By the time I got to New York, I was living like a king. Then I used up all my money. I was looking for your ass. This way or no way. You know I'll be free. Just like that bluebird. Now ain't that just like me? Oh, I'll be free. Just like that bluebird. Oh, I'll be free. Ain't that just like me?
Vamos con la primera pregunta, muy vesiculares, piedras renales, piedras bueno.